second year on varsity. Number 13, Dane Grunder. Dane is escorted by his mom Diane, his dad Mark, class of 1986, and sister Ellen. This is Dane's third year on varsity. Number 16, Joel Nagy. Joel is escorted by his mom Jennifer, dad Chris, and grandfather David. This is Joel's second year on varsity football. Number 17, Kai Wazalewski. Kai is escorted by his mom Tina, dad Nick, his sisters Kira and Lexi, and his brother Trey. This is Kai's second year playing varsity football. Number 18, Michael Bell. Michael is escorted by his mom Cleo, his dad Lewis, and his brother Tim. This is Mike's third year playing varsity football. Number 19, Aiden O'Connell. Aiden is escorted by his mom Leanne and dad Matt, as well as his brother, a current sophomore, Harrison. Aiden is a captain, and this is his third year playing varsity. Number 27, Jake Stewart. Jake is escorted by his mom Jane, his dad, and our JV head coach, Jack, as well as his brothers Nick and current junior, Drew. This is Jake's third year playing varsity football. Number 35, Sam Fatkin. Sam is escorted by his mom Christine, dad Andy, and grandmothers Sandy and Judy. This is Sam's first year playing varsity football. Number 36, Alex Schwartz. Alex is escorted by his mom Roxanne and dad Paul, class of 1984. This is Alex's third year on varsity and is committed to play lacrosse at Anderson University. Number 40, Dayon Turrington. Dayon is escorted by his mom Tina, dad Dwayne, and sisters Unique and Autumn. This is Dayon's first year on varsity football. Number 42, Grayson Cole. Grayson is escorted by his mom Beth and dad Dave. This is Grayson's first year on varsity. Number 45, Naheem Kadiz. Naheem is escorted by his mom Stacy, dad Nigel, and sister Najila. This is Naheem's second year on varsity football. Number 51, Aiden Shea. Aiden is escorted by his mom Lisa and Uncle Brent. This is Aiden's first year on varsity. Number 55, Sisto Averno. Sisto is escorted by his mom Amber, dad, sister, and brother, current freshman Cooper. This is Sisto's second year on varsity. Sisto is committed to play lacrosse at the University of Maryland. Number 60, Ben Freitag. Ben is escorted by his mom Denise, dad Scott, class of 1985, and sister Emily. This is Ben's second year on varsity. Number 77, Sean Jordan. Sean is escorted by his mom Shauna, dad Sean Jr., grandmother Mary, and nephew Chase. This is Sean's third year on varsity. Number 79, Matthew Hart. Matt is escorted by his mom Lee, dad Dan, and sister Ava. This is Matt's third year playing varsity football. Logan Grimm. Logan is escorted by his mom Margaret and dad Chuck. This is Logan's second year playing varsity. Logan Duffy. Logan is escorted by his mom Shannon and dad Paul. This is Logan's second year on varsity, and he is committed to play lacrosse at UMBC. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give one last round of applause for our 2023 Calvert Hall varsity football juniors.
Just wrapping up some Senior Day festivities here at Russo Stadium. Senior night for Calvert Hall Cardinals. You know, honor these guys who have dedicated their high school careers to the football program. Getting ready to start here. About 17 minutes left. You're still getting some pictures. Teams start to warm up again. I'll begin to preview this game for you. My name is Peter Kelly. I'll be announcing the first half of tonight's game. We are in for a treat tonight. We've got the Calvert Hall Cardinals versus the McDonogh Eagles. Calvert Hall comes into this record with a record of 3-5, 1-2 in conference, 2-3 out of conference. And it is this type of situation where you control your own destiny. So the Cardinals, if they beat McDonogh tonight and they beat Pilati Friday night, according to everything that I've seen and read, the Cardinals are in the playoffs if they win these next two games. But they are big games, and the biggest one of all is the one right in front of you. And tonight that'll be versus the McDonogh Eagles, coming into this game with a record of 4-2, 2-2 in conference. They have one game left after this. It is at Gilman, I believe. So if McDonogh wins tonight, they will clinch. Gilman has been eliminated, as Pilati. So it's really McDonogh, Calvert Hall fighting for this fourth playoff spot. Very likely that the winner of tonight's game will end up being in the playoffs. Calvert Hall, of course, they look to return to these playoffs. Two-time consecutive finalist, won that championship back in 2021. Looking to get back there. Of course, you got to get in the playoffs, get in the semifinals in order to make the finals. So it's certainly a tall task in front of them. These Eagles have looked sharp all season. Coming off a bye last week. Should be rested. Let's see if they come out a little bit tight tonight. Maybe a little bit too rested. Maybe a little sluggish. But the bye could also help them. You know, they could have had some injuries that players got back from. Everyone get healthy. Everyone get rested. Bit of a break from the normal of, game every week schedule. And they can start to really get their team prepared for this crucial Friday night matchup here at Russo Stadium. We'll take a break for now. We still got about 15 minutes till game time. This is the Calvert Hall Communications Club broadcast of Calvert Hall football. Here they come. Calvert Hall starting to make their way onto the field. As we mentioned earlier, the Cardinals 3-5, record of 1-2 in conference. But with a win tonight and a win next Friday night versus St. Vincent Pallotti, they will be into the playoffs. And they can get to look forward to a semifinal matchup versus Archbishop Spalding, the likely 1 seed. But that is not important right now to either team. What's important is the win tonight. And for Calvert Hall, they're going to have to deal with this tough McDonogh lineup. Calvert Hall's got John Asuko back. We saw what he could do in this first game against Our Lady of Mount Carmel. Really his first year getting meaningful touches. Stepped into that starting role with DeJuan Dorsey, Daniel Harper gone, both playing football in college now. But John Asuko ran all over Our Lady of Mount Carmel in that game. So he's been really impressive. 124 yards in that game. Big night for John Asuko. But in his absence, we've seen Jake Stewart step up, the senior, honored here on senior night, as well as Harrison O'Connell. In a couple recent games, he's been very, very impressive. Got a couple touchdowns. He caught a touchdown just last week against Mount St. Joseph. He's got 35 carries this year for 206 yards, 5.9 yards per carry. Not bad for someone who probably entered the year as the third option for this team. Maybe fourth option. Kevon Mitchell has also been a part of the offense as well. Calvert Hall, both teams actually coming off of a loss to Mount St. Joseph. Calvert Hall 14-7. Mount St. Joseph, McDonogh 2 weeks ago 26-20. So both pretty close games. Hopefully that means that this game should be pretty evenly matched. Hopefully we get a good game tonight. We'll see how it plays out. About 4 minutes to go for McDonogh. Look for Jeff Exenor Jr. to lead the offense. He is a wide receiver. Usually the quarterback, Braden Palazzo, will lead the offense. That is true. He's a very good quarterback. Got an offer from Charlotte. But the offense is really going to run through Jeff Exenor Jr. He is nationally ranked in football, class of 2025, 139th in the country, 6th in the state of Maryland. He's got numerous D1 offers, including offers from Oregon, Michigan, Tennessee. And then in basketball, a two-sport athlete right there. He has corralled himself multiple D1 offers in basketball. Siena, Radford, just name a few. So he's been very impressive. Dual sport athlete for the Eagles. Another dual sport athlete, Carlos Ferguson, freshman. He'll play on the basketball team too. He hasn't gotten his chance to play for the Eagles, but he is very good. Another big piece of this McDonogh team, Camden Laudenschlager. He's committed to the University of North Carolina to play football.
Sir, we cannot use that tonight. Cannot use that tonight.
Both captains very fired up.
Sorry, man. Cannot do it. Keep that in your pocket, please. Thank you.
We'll take a short break. Getting ready to get started here.
Respectfully cheer for your team. Celebrate with your fellow fans. And remember, it's a game. At this time, we ask that you please rise as we honor our nation and those who protect it with the playing of our national anthem.
Thank you to our marching band playing the national anthem. Very nice. Getting ready to kick off here. One of the best crowds all night, or all season we've seen. Both teams have cheerleaders. Calvert Hall Mercy cheerleaders came over, support. Nice to see them here. Costume theme tonight. Seen some guys in costumes down there in the student section. McDonogh's got their cheerleaders. They've got their fans. Should be a great night of football here in Towson, Maryland. Good weather. We're kicking off around 70 degrees. That'll go down. Not too much. It'll be perfect weather tonight for a football game. So McDonogh won the toss, and they elected to defer. Calvert Hall will be driving left to right here in this first quarter. We'll see Sam Arbaugh kicking off for the Eagles. When these two teams meet, it's sure to bring drama. Last year, Calvert Hall poured out a 27-24 win. Actually, McDonogh was up 24-10. Just under 2 minutes left, but Calvert Hall was able to put 17 points on the board. They scored, got the onside kick, scored again, got a turnover, kicked a game-winning field goal off the foot of Dylan Manna to pull out that 27-24 win. What a comeback there. Hopefully we can see some more magic tonight. Getting set to kick off here. And away we go. We'll see Chris Hewitt and Jake Stewart deep. Neither one will get a chance at it. We'll go back out the back of the end zone for a touchback. We'll get our first look at this Calvert Hall offense tonight. Starts with the quarterback. Quarterback has been a bit of an issue for the Cardinals in that they've got two very talented quarterbacks. Looks like we'll see Jay Williams start the game tonight. Jay Williams stormed for 469 yards in the year, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, along with 51 carries for 361 yards and 6 touchdowns. Leads the team in carries, yards, and touchdowns, and the average. So he is an integral piece of this offense. Much, much bigger of a running threat than anyone on this McDonogh team. Chris Hewitt's immediately tackled for a loss. Completion there, but no gain. I might have misspoke there. I might have said McDonogh team. I just meant to say in this QB room for the Cardinals. Very mobile quarterback Jay Williams is. No gain for Hewitt on that play. 2nd and 10. We'll see Jake Stewart start out tonight as the backer. QB keeper. Williams fighting for some more yardage. Able to pick up 2 there. 3rd and 8. Third and almost always a pass situation, but with the talent that Jay Williams has in his legs, you never know. If he sees something he doesn't like, he might just go scramble for it. Usually works out pretty well for him. 7.1 yards per carry. Gonna need one more to pick up this first down. Empty backfield. Williams drops back. Looking wide. He's got a man open. That ball's complete. Out of bounds around the McDonogh 45-yard line. It's Aiden O'Connell, the senior. Started off senior night with a bang. .33-yard completion for Aiden O'Connell. Great throw there from Jay Williams. Drops it right in the breadbasket. Calvert Hall is not wasting any time. Back out of a very brief huddle. Williams takes an empty backfield. QB keeper up the middle. He's got right around the first down marker. Maybe about 9 yards there. They'll mark him just short. Calvert Hall already pretty up tempo. Big third down play there. O'Connell actually in double coverage. Able to burn both of them, though. Get separation. Williams drops it right in there. Beautiful throw and catch by this Calvert Hall offense early on. Second and 3. They give it to Stewart. He's right around that line to gain. We'll see where they put him. That's right around the marker. Max Garland looks like he blocked someone to the sideline there. Showcasing the strength. Also a varsity wrestler with the takedown there. So he will be just short. 3rd and 1. McDonogh 31-yard line. About 9 minutes to go in this first quarter. Looks like the Cardinals may try the tush push. And they look like they will be successful. That pile is moving. Now surely they're successful. Pile's still moving. Easy first down for the Cardinals. Again, this kind of tush push, brotherly shove. Essentially a very, very glorified quarterback sneak. Been popularized by the Eagles this year. You basically just put the quarterback behind your O-lineman, and you have 3 guys just give him a push. Push his tush. His tush was pushed there. Got the first down, about 3 yards there. 1st and 10 from the McDonogh 30. Stewart, the running back. They give it to him. Trying to get outside. Nothing doing there. Stopped right at the line. Noah Ongst on the tackle there. The senior linebacker. 2nd and 10. And we mentioned their last meeting. Calvert Hall went into McDonogh, went into Owings Mills, came away with a 27-24 comeback victory. A win tonight would even this all-time series. It's currently 28-27-1 in favor of McDonogh. Williams looking for something. Got a completion. No. Right off the chest of Taggart. 3rd and 10. Unfortunate there. Taggart, really no one around him. Just kind of banged off his pads there. Taggart is his team's leading receiver. He's got 19 catches, 270 yards, 2 touchdowns. So Williams and Mekhi Brown certainly very confident in him. He's got several D1 offers himself. Louisville, Miami, Purdue, just to name a few. Williams drops back. He's looking to the end zone. Got a man open. Incomplete. Looking for Chris Hewitt. Probably would have been down around the 1-yard line. But instead it's an incompletion. Pretty decent throw, just better coverage by the McDonogh defender. Wish he would come a little closer so I could see his number and recognize him for that pass breakup. Looks like Calvert Hall is going to go for it here. 4th and 10. Big, big play early on in this game. Probably too short to punt. Too long for a field goal. Maybe trying to get him to jump. Lessen that yardage to gain. Hewitt in motion. Williams drops back. Looks to the right again. No one there. Looking for Aiden O'Connell. Just pass, just a little overthrown, and McDonogh will take over at their own 30. McDonogh defense holding on early on in this game. And with 7:45 left, they'll have decent field position. I believe it was Brandon Finney in coverage on Chris Hewitt there with that big pass breakup. Finney's got a couple D1 offers. Virginia Tech, UNLV. He's definitely one to watch. Only a junior. I'm sure the offers will keep rolling in for Finney. So now McDonogh will take over. Braden Palazzo, the quarterback, pitch outside to Chase Green. Gain of about 2 there, if that. Second down. Braden Palazzo, this McDonogh quarterback, only a sophomore. Battle of the sophomore QBs tonight. Palazzo's been very impressive. He's got some size. About 6'5", 6'6". Looks out wide. He's got complete to Finney. Finney listed as a wide receiver and a defensive back. Broke his own ankles there. 3rd and 10. Looks like I just slipped. Seems to be okay, though, which is good. 3rd and 10. Under 7 minutes to go in this first quarter. Cabral looking for an early 3 and out. Really set the tone of this game. Third and 10. Palazzo looks to his left. He's got 2 guys there. That pass is complete. Brandon Finney again, making the plays on the defensive end and on the offensive end. Almost identical to what we saw from Calvert Hall. Had that, those first 2 plays didn't really get anywhere. And then that third down, they had that big completion into the opponent's territory. McDonogh took a page out of Calvert Hall's playbook there. Able to pick up that first down and then some. Ball on the Calvert Hall 30. Passing complete. Just low, looking for Santino Sanchez. He'll be headed to the Naval Academy next year to play football. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Cabral might have jumped off sides there. Cole Ferrara looked like the offender. So McDonogh will get a free 5 yards. Second and 5. McDonogh's offense is going to feature a lot of two-way guys. I mentioned Brandon Finney a couple times. Jeff Exenor, also at linebacker too. He'll be wide out. Chase Green plays linebacker. Pass complete to Chase Green. He'll pick up the first down. Gain of about 7. So McDonogh set up already inside the red zone. Calvert Hall able to pick up 1 first down, but got stymied around the 30. McDonogh able to get that 2nd first down. And now they're in business. Palazzo looks back. The lefty looks over the middle. Incomplete. Looks like maybe it was for Exenor. That was too high. Finney might have had a chance at it. Too far in front of him. Nevertheless, it's 2nd and 10. Palazzo with the hard count, not able to get anyone. This McDonogh offense, very high octane. Before this MSJ loss, 35-0 win over Pilati. Palazzo under pressure. Ferrara couldn't get there, but now he is brought down. Might have picked up a yard there. But it's Dayon Turrentine, the senior, recognized before the game, getting the QB hurry, bringing him down. Gain of about 1 on the play. Turrentine getting the start tonight. You know, you love to see seniors making plays like that on their senior night. 3rd and 9. This Cabral crowd getting loud. Palazzo looks over the middle. Pass complete to Exenor. First down, McDonogh. Byron Baldwin in coverage. Nothing you could do there. Exenor just too big. All right, just muscled him out of the way. Brought that one down. Even through some contact. If Cabral is going to want to have a chance to win this game, and I imagine they might, they got to keep track of where Jeff Exenor is at all times. Palazzo takes the snap. He rolls right. Design QB run. Lost several yards in the play. Darius Smith there, team leader in tackles. Adding to his 78 on the year. That's number 79. Byron Baldwin also there. This will be a 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line. Loss of 4 on that play. Let's see if Calvert Hall defense can get a red zone stop early on. Green in the backfield with Palazzo. 2nd and 9. Palazzo looks left. Completion to Exenor. Wrapped up immediately by Caden Newsom. Nice pickup there, but not into the end zone. 3rd and goal from the 4. Both crowds kind of getting loud. Cheerleaders leading both crowds. 3rd and 4, Palazzo. Hands off to Chase Green. Trying to get the edge. He's not able to get there. Gabe Lavroni making the tackle there. Making the stop on 3rd and goal. McDonogh will send out the field goal unit. Now they could fake it. Palazzo also the holder. Not an easy field goal. Only a 23-yarder, but it is from that right hash. Arball lines it up. They do fake it. Palazzo looks to the end zone. He's got the touchdown. Complete to Caden Harris, the senior tight end. McDonogh pulling out all the stops. Punch it in there from 6 yards out. Yeah, like I mentioned, Braden Palazzo is the holder on that play. Now, I don't know. I haven't watched enough McDonogh football to tell you if he's the primary holder. If he is always the holder, he'll hold on this extra point too. Maybe they fake it. I don't know. But with him as the holder, you never know if he can just rise up and throw that. You know, he's certainly tall enough to get it over anyone. He can probably do it from a knee. Now Arball gets a chance to kick. It's good. McDonogh takes a 7-0 lead. 3:13 to go in this first quarter. So Calvert Hall will get their second chance. So we'll see Stewart and Hewitt deep again for the Cardinals. So it'll be Jay Williams again at quarterback. He'll get his second drive. We have seen the Cardinals go with a 2-quarterback setup in games. Oftentimes we've seen Jay Williams have the first half, Mekhi Brown have the second. That kick does bounce before the end zone, but it does end up going in for a touchback. So we'll see how the Cardinals manage that tonight. For now, it's Williams getting a second drive of the night. Had a nice completion there on third down. 35-yard completion. But unable to get past the 30. First and 10 from the 20. We'll see John Asukwo for the first time tonight. Good to see him back. Williams rolls to his right. Now keeps it. Big hit there. You can hear the plastic on plastic. Helmet to helmet right there. Not malicious, I don't think. Just going for the hit. Helmet to helmet contact. Picks up about a yard on the play. So Williams will come out of the game. Not sure if that's protocol. If you get hit helmet to helmet, you have to come out. Maybe looking for a concussion. It was a very hard hit. I still don't believe it was anything with malice. I don't think anyone was trying to hurt him. But it'll be Mekhi Brown on second down. Hopefully we'll see Jay Williams healthy again soon. Hopefully he'll be ready to get back in there soon. Brown drops back immediately looking to pass. He's got a man over the middle. Breaks a tackle. Now right around that line to gain. Michael Nabuife. Freshman tight end with the reception there. That'll go for 10 yards and the first down. Just over 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. We'll see Jay Williams back in. I guess maybe it's just protocol. You have to come out for one play. But he's been deemed okay to return. Handoff to Asukwo. Goes nowhere. Dropped for a loss. Nick Abrams, sophomore linebacker on the tackle. He's fired up. So it'll be 2nd and 12. Let's hear Jameer Wallace getting his first action. He'll be in the slot on the right side. Elijah Hammond on that side as well. Williams looks that way. In a bit of trouble. Scrambles. Fires. He's got a man. Wallace. Completion right around that line to gain. He's got the first down. Jameer Wallace, as soon as he checks in, making an impact. Getting open for his QB and a little bit of pressure. Able to pick up that first. .118 to go in this first quarter. Cardinals starting to find that rhythm. Couple first downs back to back. Williams gives to Asukwo. Up the middle, dropped. Right at the line to gain. Hit made Noah Angst there. Had something to say after the play. So no gain on that play. 2nd and 10. So a successful second down play last time. Completion to Jameer Wallace. This time they give it back to Asukwo up the middle. Maybe 2-yard gain there. So it'll be 3rd and 7. Clock's still running. We'll see if the Cardinals elect to run another play before the quarter ends. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Breaking the huddle now. 4 seconds. They're going to have to go quick. Really in no hurry. And that'll be it for the first quarter. Cardinals probably didn't want to get off a play there. Maybe wanted to see if the Eagles would jump off sides. But regardless, it'll be 3rd and 7. Ball on the Calvert Hall 44. We'll end this first quarter. McDonogh 7, Calvert Hall nothing. Calvert Hall with the ball and driving. We'll step aside for a moment. So 3rd and 7. Big play for the Cardinals here. Jay Williams, the quarterback. Asuko in the backfield. I'd have to imagine they throw it, though. I don't know, I'm often wrong on predictions. You'd think I would stop by now. I would have learned my lesson, but no. August throw. There's a throw. Williams drops back. Looking wide. He's got a man out of bounds. Incompletion. Had Dane Grunder. But instead it's 4th down. Cardinals will punt. Carter O'Connell on. So just 10 seconds go by in the second quarter, and Calvert Hall will be giving it right back to McDonogh. We'll see if they fake it. I would guess not. Bit too deep to fake it. O'Connell sends that one far. Sensino Sanchez just lets it go. It's down to around the 15. Good punt there from O'Connell. About a 35-yarder. So the Eagles just started the first drive with very good field position off of the turnover from downs from the Cardinals. We'll have not as good field position here. So we'll see Braden Palazzo for the second time tonight. This Calvert Hall crowd really showing out. Bit quiet at first, 10 minutes before game time. Hardly any people, but they're trickling in. Costume themed. See a lot of guys over there. You see Cartman from South Park represented. Palazzo just lofts it over the O-line. He's got a man. That's Brendan Finney. Finney still not tackled. He finally goes down, but not before he gets the first down. Palazzo in a bit of trouble there. Went through all his progressions and just kind of dumped it over the D-line to Brandon Finney. Finney making an impact early on for the Eagles. Palazzo looks to throw. Now he hands it off. Chase Green. Big hit there from Gabe Lavroni. But Green pushes through contact right around the line to gain. We'll see if they give it to him. If not, it's going to be very close. So he does come up short. About a yard and a half to go. So 2nd and 2. Palazzo looks over the middle. He's got a man. Complete to Luke Miller. Kyle Green making the tackle right at the 50. Another first down for the Eagles. Their offense is rolling right now. That fake field goal really set the tone early on. Eagles aren't here to kick field goals. They're here to score touchdowns. They already scored their first. Pushing towards the second. 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Palazzo drops back, in trouble, looks over the middle. Pass dropped by Exenor. Cabral better relish that sight because it's probably not going to happen a lot tonight. Exenor dropping a pass. So second down for the Eagles. Still getting signals from the sideline. Play clock under 10 seconds. False start there. Brandon Finney might have lost his balance, had to catch himself with his hand. That is not allowed. Colorado student section reminding you of that fact. If you did not know before, you cannot do that. Cabral defense pushes back 5 yards. McDonough's been very successful tonight. Just kind of short pitch and catches over the middle. 5 yard throws, 10-yard throws, 3-yard throws, and then trying to get that yak, yards after catch. Palazzo looking over the middle again. Pass dropped again. This time it's Finney. Well, I just said the McDonogh offense was rolling. They have not looked like themselves here in these past 3 plays. Drop from Exenor, false start from Finney. Drop by Finney. All that equals a 3rd and 15 and a chance for the Cardinals to get off the field. This feels like a play early on that could turn the tide of this game. If they get this first down, Cardinal defense starts to become gassed. They're on the field for a lot longer. McDonogh getting closer to scoring some more points. But if they get the stop, Palazzo over the middle. Pass complete to Finney. Not going to be enough, though. Short by about 4 yards. 4th and 4. Decision time for Coach Sule. Hakeem Sule, class of 05 for McDonogh. He'll say we'll kick it away. 4th and 4. You don't want to give the Cardinals that kind of field position. Right at the Calvert Hall 44-yard line. So we will see Brandon Finney on to punt. Again, I don't know McDonogh football. Maybe he's the punter, or maybe they're going to fake it again. Okay, so he will punt it away, and it is a good punt from Finney. Fair catch, muffed, and McDonogh jumps on the football. Or at least we think. McDonogh's sideline certainly thinks they have it. McDonogh players in the field certainly think they have it. Referee's still digging at that pile. And now the referee's certain that the Eagles have fallen on that football. It'll be 1st and goal for the Eagles. Big mistake from the Cardinals there. Looks like Lavroni might have undershot that one a little bit. Called the fair catch, but then had to reach forward a little bit. Didn't estimate where it went. It just fell in front of him right off his fingertips. Now McDonogh offense is set up nicely. Motion left, handoff to Green. Looking for that pylon. Very close. They'll mark him down at the 1. Maybe the half-yard line. Nifty play there from the Eagles. Palazzo took the snap, rolled to his left, and handed it to Green, going back to his right. Had all kinds of space. Picked up 10 yards there. McDonogh going quickly, same play. Right up the middle for a touchdown. Chase Green. putting the Eagles up 13-0, extra point pending. This Calvert Hall defense, they just got that big stop. Got off the field, forced a punt. But then they give it right back, the muff punt. Extra point from our ball coming. We'll see a different holder this time, Grant Stoller. So I'd assume that if Palazzo is in the game, you can look for them to fake it. Kick almost blocked, but it is good. So just 15 minutes into this game, McDonogh is up 14-0. I believe at halftime, Calvert Hall is going to honor the 1978 MSA championship team. It's the 45th anniversary of that team. Head coach Augie Maselli, Calvert Hall legend, coached the football team for many years. The name of one of Calvert Hall's houses in the new house system. So they'll be honored at halftime. They actually started that season 0-2 in MSA play and were able to battle back, win that championship against Poly, and capped it off with a win over Loyola in the Turkey Bowl. Hopefully Calvert Hall can be inspired by their resilience throughout the year and battle back from this 14-0 deficit. Our ball kicks off. Third kickoff of the night. Oh, trouble there. Jake Stewart and Chris Hewitt looked like they wanted it to go into the end zone for a touchback, and it barely snuck over the line. Probably too close for comfort there. Probably just got to return that one. Our ball did have his first two kicks as touchbacks. First one right into the end zone. Second one bounced into the end zone. That third one just kind of inched into the end zone. But Calvert Hall will start on the 20 just like they had in their first two drives. It'll be Jay Williams. Harry O'Connell will be the running back. He's been impressive in these past couple games. 206 yards in the year. 5.9 yards per carry. They give it to him right away. O'Connell up the middle. That'll increase the yards per carry. Out past the 30, right at the 30. That's a first down. Side judge right on top of it. So first down right away for this Cardinal offense. O'Connell making his presence known. Multiple O'Connells on this team. Harrison and Aiden brothers. Harrison a sophomore. Aiden a senior. Had that big catch in the first drive. Carter the punter. Harry gets it again. And that will hurt the yards per carry. Big loss there. 4-yard loss, I believe. 2nd and 14 upcoming. That play, Harry O'Connell was just trying to get to the edge. But McDonogh defenders closed the gap immediately, showcasing the speed there. So 8 minutes to go in this second quarter. 2nd and 14 for the Cardinals. O'Connell still the back. Williams, play action, got a man, little bit over his head. Let him a little bit too much. Michael Bell, the target, senior receiver. He's back from an injury he sustained. Got back a couple weeks ago. Good coverage there from Finney. 3rd and 14. Cardinals' approach this year looks like it has been running back by drive, or almost. Early in the year, we would see John Asukwo for that first half, and then in the second half, they would start to alternate. Jake Stewart, John Asukwo. When Asuko went down, it would be Stewart and Mitchell, Kevon Mitchell. Last week it was Jake Stewart, Harry O'Connell. Now we're going to do 3 running backs in that committee. Williams looks to throw. Now he's going to keep it. Nice gain there. But it won't be enough for the first down. Gain of about 9. Williams, a big running threat. 14 yards on third down is a tough ask, though, for any mobile QB. We'll bring up a 4th and 5. Calvert Hall will punt for the second time tonight. Carter O'Connell's first punt down inside the 20. If he could get this one inside the 20, I'd be very impressed. That'd be a 40-yard punt from the young man. Like a 50-yard punt from where he's punting it. He's not inside the 20. That'll be a flag there. Caught right at the 30. I didn't see a fair catch signal, but I assume it might have been. So I guess there was a fair catch signal there. It was kick catch interference is the call. Santino Sanchez received that punt and immediately hit by Gabe Lavroni. So McDonogh will start at the 30 and then some. Yeah, another mistake by this Calvert Hall special teams unit. They'll walk it up 15 yards, 1st and 10 from their own 45. Great field position for the McDonogh Eagles. Palazzo's got a short field to work with. Play action. Dumped outside. Exenor trying to get that yak that we were talking about earlier. And he is able to get the first down. Completion of about 2 yards. Plus 10 yards after the catch. Another quick first down for this Eagles offense. 7 minutes to go in this first half. This Calvert Hall crowd certainly subdued. And it is senior night. Spirits were high before the game, but 14-0. Right now, for the moment, it's 14-0. McDonogh looking sharp again. Looking to get another touchdown. Palazzo's pass. Screen pass. Right to Santino Sanchez. He picks up another first down. Gain of about 20. Again, this seems to be the way the McDonogh offense is rolling tonight. Just content with short passes. Then hoping to break some tackles. Just get chunk plays. These have not been chunk plays on this drive. These have been first downs, 10 yards, 20 yards. McDonogh will not complain about that. But even just 3-yard, 4-yard gains, that's successful. Some movement there on the line. Calvert Hall jumped there. And Calvert Hall just hurting themselves tonight. Bunch of miscues early on in this first half. 1st and 5 now inside the red zone again. McDonough's first 2 red zone trips resulted in touchdowns. See if the Calvert Hall defense can get a stop here. Palazzo in trouble. He's brought down. Jalen Mills with the sack. Mills picking up that sack. One of the team leaders in tackles. He's got 54. Junior transfer making an impact. Loss of about 7 yards. Palazzo really had nowhere to go. Jalen Mills just kind of went unguarded. Right off the edge, getting to the QB. It'll be 2nd and 16. That play's blown dead. False start. Not a false start. It'll be a timeout for McDonogh. So McDonogh will take their first timeout of the half. 5.5 minutes to go. We'll take a short break. McDonogh Eagles 14, Calvert Hall nothing. So out of this timeout, McDonogh's got second and long. Again, I don't like to make predictions. I'm usually wrong. But with the empty backfield, I guess it's a throw. I'm right. Looks towards the end zone. He's got a man. Pass broken up. Good job there from Cruz Fleet, the freshman DB. Getting his hand on that, knocking it away from Exenor. Again, that would have been a touchdown. Exenor was open. That throw a little behind him, though. And Fleet able to catch up. Get in the way of that throw. 3rd and a mile. 3rd and 16. Soon will be another throwing play here for the Eagles. Palazzo drops back. Fires outside, completed. Exenor not going to get the first down. Gain of about 12, maybe. 12 or 13. Going to be pretty close, but it will not get the first down. Brings up decision time for Coach Sule again. And this time they will keep the offense on the field. That's what I would do, too. If I had this offense, they've been very impressive early on tonight. So 4th and 3. Inside the red zone. Can Calvert Hall get a stop? Already converted once on 4th down, the Eagles did. That fake field goal for a touchdown. Palazzo looked to throw. He's got Exenor wide open. Touchdown for for McDonogh. Wishful thinking there. Instead, it's 21-0, extra point pending. Exenor's got his first touchdown of the night. He's contributed a lot to these offensive drives. Couple nice catches, couple nice gains. Had that 3rd down gain to even make it manageable. And then Palazzo just dropped that one right into the waiting hands of Exenor. Beat his man, Kyle Green. Able to get into that back corner of the end zone. Extra point up and good. 21-0. Eagles lead. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Well, we mentioned that comeback Calvert Hall had last year against the Eagles. And it was a very impressive comeback. 17 points in just under 2 minutes. And Calvert Hall will already have to overcome a bigger deficit. There's still a lot of football left to play. Almost 2.5 quarters. But the way this McDonogh offense has looked, in contrast to the Calvert Hall defense, you think this is just the start of the scoring for McDonogh. 3 touchdowns on 3 drives. Or 4 drives, actually. They did punt. So Arball will kick off. Laveroni and Hewitt deep. I can't imagine they would take a chance on this one. Wait for it to go into the end zone, unless it's very obvious. Squib kick there. Jake Stewart receives it. Out across the 35. Here's Coach Shuloy's thinking, why not? Cardinals haven't really moved the ball. Might as well try to get the ball back, catch him by surprise. Jake Stewart able to pick it up, though. 3-yard kick return there. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. They'll start on their own 37-yard line. Jay Williams gives it to Asukwo. Ball might have come out there. There is a scramble for the ball. McDonogh is saying they have it. Sean Jordan thinks the Calvert Hall Cardinals have it, but it is not looking like Sean Jordan is correct. Noah Angst comes away with the football. And just one play after that lengthy touchdown drive, the Cardinals give it right back. It's the 3rd turnover of the night. Five minutes to go in the second quarter. The Cardinals just look shell-shocked on that sideline. I'm sure McDonogh, as the visiting team, they love playing on senior nights. And they get the big crowds there. I'm sure they love to kind of destroy the energy, be the villain in this scenario. Really energizes a team. Now Palazzo again, taking a deep shot. Why not? Exenor's down there. Pass broken up. Lavroni in coverage, along with Baldwin getting there. 2nd and 10. Second and 10 for the Eagles. Palazzo. Over the middle. Pass dropped again. Finney. Unable to haul that one in. His 2nd drop of the night. 3rd and 10. Calvert Hall getting a quick 3 and out here. That would be huge for this Calvert Hall team. Get that ball back, put up some points before the half. But it starts with a stop here on 3rd down. Four wide, Green in the backfield. Palazzo looks to his left. Over the middle, no one there. I guess he was looking for Sanchez. But that pass over the wrong shoulder and a little bit out in front of him. No chance to make that catch from Sanchez. And so after the turnover, the McDonogh Eagles not able to capitalize on their best field position of the night. Calvert Hall defense holding strong. Forced 3 incompletions. And they're going to get the ball back, barring a fake punt. Well, a fake punt here and a conversion would really, really kill this Calvert Hall team's spirit right now. They won't do that. Harry O'Connell back deep to return. He's going to let it bounce. It'll get down right around the goal line. And it is downed inside the 2-yard line. No, I believe in high school it's the ball that counts, not where the player is. And it certainly looked like the guy, the gunner for the Eagles, dove on that ball, went into the end zone, and then threw it back. I won't comment on the officiating. The Calvert Hall Cardinals will start inside their own 2-yard line. Williams in the shotgun. Handoff to O'Connell. Big gain here. Picks up the 1st down and then some. Game of 15 on the play for Harry O'Connell. That's a good way to energize your offense. Getting out of that deep field position. So Calvert Hall with about 4 minutes left in this half, looking to get some points on the board, cut this deficit before halftime. 1st and 10, 17-yard line. Williams, handoff, pitch back. Michael Bell around the edge. Dragged down after a gain of about 9. Isaiah Garrett on the tackle. Senior linebacker. That'll bring up 2nd and 1. Bit of trickeration from the Cardinals there. Williams handoff to O'Connell. Pitch back to Michael Bell running the other way. Oh, we might see Michael Bell try to attempt a pass there. That would have really caught the Eagles off guard. Oh, he did get the first down, actually. I misspoke. So now on 1st down, Williams in trouble. Rolled out of bounds. And that pass is, for the moment, is picked off. Bit of hesitancy from the fans in the sideline to celebrate, but now they do. And celebrate they do. Defense getting their 4th takeaway of the night.
You know, Larry, I find that most of the time they forget that they have to give signals.
So Calvert Hall gets their 2nd consecutive first down on as many plays. And again, they just give it right back. Field position for the Eagles gets better every time. Inside the Calvert Hall 40 for the Eagles. And with 3 minutes left, they have a chance to go up by 4 scores. It might take 7 years for the Cardinals to get back from that deficit. Probably not. That was kind of an Abe Lincoln joke. Pass complete outside. Screen pass to Green. Green cuts back into the middle. Across the 31. I don't know if they will give him the first down. They do. Now they move the chains. Gain of 11 from Chase Green. He's been all over the place, establishing himself as a pass-catching threat out of the backfield. So about 2.5 minutes to go. Palazzo. Handoff right to Luke Miller. Flag's thrown, though. They might get him for a face mask there. He was dragged down rather awkwardly. I was thinking it might have been a horse collar. But it is a face mask. So Calvert Hall gives some more yards. Again, just really not a great first half all around for the Cardinals. Couple bright spots. Harry O'Connell had the nice run. Aiden O'Connell, 3rd and 10 completion. But for the most part, spent all McDonogh in 1st and goal from the 10. So it is on the 14-yard line. Pass deflected. We have an injured player here. Luke Miller, a little bit banged up there. Second and 10, 14-yard line. Incompletion there from Palazzo. Haven't had many of those tonight. He's been very efficient. Again, just kind of getting the ball to the wide receivers in space, letting them do the rest. A couple drops haven't helped his completion percentage, but it hasn't mattered. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns. Hand off to Chase Green, trying to get the edge. Lavroni on the tackle. Brings him down after a gain of 2, but a flag behind the play. Back towards the middle of the field. Looks like this one's coming back, holding on the Eagles. Just over 2 minutes to go in this half. McDonogh threatening. Get their 4th touchdown of the half. So 2nd and 20 from the 24-yard line. Palazzo trying to get into the end zone again. He'll take off over the middle. Got the first down. Showcasing the running ability. Dual threat quarterback. Brandon Palazzo says, what do you mean I'm a pocket passer? I can run. Take that, Jay Williams. So 3rd and 5. Palazzo and the Eagles. 9 yards away from that end zone. 1:25 to go and running clock. Palazzo looks over the middle. Pass completed. I believe it's a first down. It will not be a touchdown, though. So they will not give him the first down there. Pick up a 4 yards. 4th and 1 from inside the 5-yard line.
He says run the clock. Huh? He said run the clock. Nobody's giving any signal. Nothing.
Pretty confusion on the field right now. Maybe it's a timeout called. That would be my guess. I guess not a timeout. Coach Sule on the sideline chatting with the referee. Now we're on the clock. Right at a minute to go. 4th and 1 for the Eagles. I'm sure they're content to just let this clock bleed down. Of course, they'll be very happy with a 21-0 lead into halftime, but they'd be even happier with a 28-0 lead into halftime. 45 seconds. They're just going to let this clock run down, and they'll call their timeout. So Carver Hall, this defense has been pretty stellar throughout the year. Just 19 points allowed per game. This game has already topped that. McDonogh offense, 25.7 points per game scored. They're getting close to that. Eagles offense, very impressive. Again, 17th in the state for the Eagles. 8th in the Baltimore metro area. Cardinals right at 11, Baltimore metro area. This combination of just timely runs to Chase Green, handoffs, pick up about 6, 7, 8 yards on those plays, and then just short passes over the middle, screen passes from Braden Palazzo. It's been working all night for the McDonogh Eagles. 4th and 1 to go, 39 seconds. Now we will call a timeout. The Cardinals will. Cardinals wanted to see how the Eagles will line up. Palazzo was in the shotgun there. Interesting formation there. I would think on 4th and 1, you just want to get the first, call your final timeout, and then set up a couple shots at the end zone. But I am not the coach of McDonogh football. Probably for good reason, as I would try to sabotage them. Here we go. 4th and 1. Will it happen? We've been on 4th and 1 for the past 3.5 minutes. Hold your breath, everyone. Ball on the 5. Palazzo still in the shotgun. Same formation for the Eagles. Palazzo takes a snap, looks right at the end zone, and he's got his man. Touchdown for Santino Sanchez. Flag thrown after the play. Probably going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Or will it? They're telling the field goal unit, their kicking unit, to get off the field. They're going to talk about it. So it will be unsportsmanlike against McDonogh. Touchdown will stand. So with 32 seconds left, the Eagles punch in their 4th touchdown of the night. This Calvert Hall crowd and Calvert Hall sideline absolutely stunned. Again, environment was high before the game. Spirits were high. Senior night. Probably the biggest game of the year to date for the Cardinals. And this first half has not gone in the way that they had imagined at all. So Arball on to kick this extra point. McDonogh has thoroughly dominated this first half. 4 takeaways, 2 fumble recoveries, an interception, and a pickup of that muff punt. Extra points up and good. 28-0 McDonogh. 30 seconds to go in this first half. And Calvert Hall has just been really struggling on offense to move the ball. And when they have moved the ball, they just give it right back with a fumble, interception. So if they clean it up, Coach Ward's going to have a lot to say to his team during halftime, I imagine. That halftime talk's probably not going to be that fun. But talk they will. Try to strategize. Just get some of these points back. That's all you can do. Just get 1 touchdown at a time.
We don't want to do a whole bunch of moving.
Of course, they'd love to get one here. Maybe run a kickback. Chris Hewitt run a kickback. That would be nice to see. So the kickoff will be pushed back. It is possible we see a decent run back. That unsportsmanlike conduct penalty from Sanchez. Not doing the Eagles any favors. So the kickoff from the 25-yard line. Chris Hewitt and Gabe Lavroni, 2 men deep for Calvert Hall. We saw a squib kick last time. Maybe they'll try it again. Just prevent kind of a return. Maybe bleed some time off the clock. And McDonough's done their homework. They know that Chris Hewitt is a threat anytime he has the ball in his hands. So I can't tell if that was a squib kick. Look at it, just came off his foot weird. But it falls right to Jake Stewart again. Maybe that's the goal, is just to kick it to Stewart every single time. Maybe they think he's not capable of running it anywhere. I would disagree. He's been very impressive this year for the Cardinals. But 2 squib kicks have gone right to Jake Stewart both times. Return of about 5 yards. Cardinals will have the ball. 27 seconds left from the 50-yard line. And try to just get any points back before the half. Have 2 timeouts to work with. Jay Williams, empty backfield. Escaping the pocket. Now he scrambles across the 40 for a first down. McDonogh sideline wants a holding call. I don't think they're going to get it. Pickup of 11 from Jay Williams, but it does bleed 9 seconds off the clock. 18 seconds to go. 40 yards to get. 2 timeouts are had. Calvert Hall is going to need their biggest plays of the night to get into this end zone. Williams drops back. Over the middle. Bullet. That's pass intercepted. Noah Ongst. We've said his name a ton tonight. He's running it back. Across the 30. Across the 20. Still going. And Noah Ongst into the end zone. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. The Eagles get their 5th takeaway of the night and their 5th touchdown of the night.
First five sideline warning is no penalty.
So 70-yard interception return from Noah Ongst. The senior linebacker, been all over the field tonight. Recovered a fumble earlier in the game. He has been a star tonight in this McDonogh defense. So time has expired. Zeros on the clock. 34-0.
Oh, Jeff do it. Nope, they didn't wave it off. Wave it.
Harbaugh on for the extra point. Again, we were just talking about how bad this first half has been for the Cardinals, how unfortunate it's been. And then after I lament over all of that, 70-yard pick six. Kick is good. So the Cardinals will go into halftime. They've got some work to do. 35-0 your score. Coach Ward and his team going to look to rebound in some way, however they can. But right now, it is all McDonogh here at Russo Stadium. We'll take a break here. Halftime, band's about to play. 35-0 McDonogh your score. Calvert Hall Communications Club broadcast of Calvert Hall Athletics.
Thank you. Please turn your attention to the track as we honor our 1978 MSA Championship football team. Redemption was the theme for the 1978 Cardinals. The year prior, Calvert Hall lost to Poly 7-0 in the MSA title game, and a week later, unfortunately fell to Loyola on Thanksgiving Day. After starting MSA play at 0-2 in 1978, Augie Maselli's team was committed to proving the doubters wrong, and once again living up to Calvert Hall football's own high standards. The Cardinals won 3 straight games to get above 500 in the A Conference. Then, in 3 consecutive weeks, gutted out 3 one-score victories against Curley, Northwestern, and Gibbons. Overall, the Cards racked up 6 straight victories to advance to the MSA championship game, where the opponent would again be the Poly Engineers. In a sloppy and mud-soaked field at Towson State, the Cardinals were triumphant in a 17-8 capture to the 7th title in program history and the 3rd championship in 4 seasons. Just 6 days later, the Hall avenged its Turkey Bowl loss from the previous year with a decisive 21-8 victory over the Dons. The Cardinals finished the season 9-2 and ranked number 2 in the final Metro poll. Leading the offense for the Hall was senior quarterback Joe Anderson and receiver Marty Blair. The Cards' stout defense featured Dave Cumberland, Frank Foco, Greg Rogers, and John Johnson. These players represented Calvert Hall on the 1978 All-Metro team. Let's give a round of applause for our 1978 MSA championship team.
Welcome back to Calvert Hall College broadcast of the varsity football game versus the McDonogh Eagles. I'm your host, David Soden, taking over for commentating duties of the second half. And if you're just joining us, you are in the midst of a 35-0 McDonogh lead over Calvert Hall at the halftime break. And just waiting to see if Calvert Hall can surmount some sort of comeback or bring some sort of life into this second half and hopefully stop the bleeding when it comes to this, well, just to say this seemingly insurmountable lead. I will join back with you at kickoff. Thank you. Yet again, welcome back to the Calvert Hall versus McDonogh senior night football game. And as we get started here in the second half, McDonogh leads 35-0 over Calvert Hall. Calvert Hall hopefully trying to find its legs here, stop the bleeding, so to say, against this McDonogh offense that has been, on a tear. Calvert Hall starting off the game with the ball, so they will be kicking off to McDonogh. Calvert Hall right now, the turnovers have been killing them with 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles, a muffed kick, and a with a bad, or how do I say it? With hitting the punter, hitting the punt returner on a fair catch. So Calvert Hall's penalties and turnovers has been killing them recently. So let's see if they can some sort of stop this bleeding as we get ready here for kickoff. Great kick there by Ryan Zakrowski. As McDonogh takes the ball at the 20-yard line, this McDonogh offense has been on fire, making the best of every opportunity granted by this Calvert Hall defense and the Calvert Hall offense's mistakes. They've been granted great field position multiple times in this game, and let's see if this McDonogh offense can keep that foot on the gas pedal as they enter the second half. It'll be a pitch on 1st and 10. There will be a flag. Play blown up there by 55 Sesto Averno. Running back for McDonogh, slow to get up. Looks like it'll be a holding penalty against McDonogh, pushing back 5 yards. So now we'll get a 1st and 15 at the, pushing back 10 yards. It'll be a 1st and 10. No, sorry, 1st and 20 here for McDonogh. McDonough's passing attack has been on fire today with 4 passing touchdowns. First and 20. To go with the screen pass off of the fake motion jet. And he'll be pushed out of bounds. And they will call a late hit there on number 2, Byron Baldwin. That will offset the holding penalty also on the McDonogh receiver. Seems like the refs are having a discussion about the 2 penalties. Two penalties on the play. Yeah. Unsportsmanlike on number 2, Byron Baldwin, as we said earlier. And a hold on the McDonogh receiver. So the ball will now go back to the original 1st and 10 here for McDonogh. Going in a trips right set. They'll hand the ball off here. It's a read option for the quarterback. Lowers his shoulder. Picks up around 3 to 4 yards. QB Braden Palazzo on the carry. He's been showing off that arm talent of his, but just showing off there how he does have that rushing attack that still. Flag called. Seems like it'll be a false start against McDonogh. That'll push him back 5. So it'll be around a 2nd and 10, 2nd and 9.5, somewhere around there. We're going to another screen pass. Pick up around 8. This is the most points scored on this Calvert Hall defense all season, especially in the first half. That just shows just about how good this McDonogh Eagles offense has been this game so far. The last catch there by Brandon Finney Jr. this McDonogh Eagles offense. Looking great so far as they hand the ball off here on 3rd and 1 for a huge carry. That'll definitely get the first down and then some, an additional 10 to 11 yards there. Carry there. Number 2, Chase Green, the running back linebacker. He's a senior. While McDonogh has been getting most of their big plays through the air, rushing attacks still dominate here as this Calvert Hall defense tries to find its legs. Be 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line, excuse me. They'll throw the check down there. Be a gain of around 5. A 2nd and 5 situation for this McDonogh offense. Catch there by number 0, Santino Sanchez. This McDonogh offense moving slower than they did in the first half, just chewing off some of this clock. No need to make a huge mistake here when you're able to grind the ball nice and slow as they hand it off here on a 2nd and 5. He pushes forward for around 3. It'll be a 3rd and 2. McDonough's been great at picking up these 3rd downs. See if they continue their hot streak, as this Calvert Hall defense hopes for anything when it comes to a stop. Be a 3rd and 2. They're going a single back set. Calvert Hall throws the blitz. They throw it deep. And that pass will be broken up on the sideline. Number 7, Gabe Lavroni in coverage. Lavroni's having to be frank, Lavroni having a nightmare of a game here with the muff punt and the illegal hit on the punt returner earlier here in the first half, but great to see his head still somewhat in the game, making that huge 3rd stop as this McDonogh offense seems to be staying on the field here for 4th and 2. McDonogh not really needing this first down, but I guess to keep chewing this clock, no reason for them not to go for it. As they'll run the motion to the right. Seems like we'll get a stoppage here. It'll be a timeout for McDonogh. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Delay a game against McDonogh. And it looks like McDonogh will punt the ball. Harry O'Connell back deep. O'Connell responsible for the only touchdown put up on the board in that last week's MSJ game. As it'll be a very high punt. Yard line at around the 8. This Calvert Hall offense will come back onto the field, hoping to get something on the board here. Something possibly to push them into next week's game against Pilati at home. With a loss here, that will be the last game of their regular season. And then next game after that will be the Turkey Bowl. Coming into the game at quarterback will be number 15, Mekhi Brown, the junior. Mekhi Brown on the game right now, 1 of 1 with a 10-yard completion. As they'll drop back, Mekhi Brown going through his progressions. And he'll be wrapped up and sacked.
Tom's not gonna like it. I know. He just barely needed backup. I know he's saying to himself, I'm glad. Sometimes people can't see when they make it off. You're in front.
Third quarter clock winding down as McDonogh drained all of the time. So we'll hand it off there to I believe that's number 27, Jake Stewart, the senior running back.
It's under 40 seconds, so I can't do anything.
Time ticking down to under 20 seconds here in this third quarter. Stewart is Calvert Hall's nose down, run the ball running back. Time now. Calvert Hall will get a playoff. Mekhi Brown escapes the sack, tries to use his legs and gets wrapped up. That'll be the end of the third quarter. No change in our score from halftime. As a McDonogh win is almost all but inevitable here. Calvert Hall looking to put something up on the scoreboard. And I will get back to you at the start of the fourth quarter. Welcome back to the fourth quarter of this game. Being up in the booth, I can tell you now, morale in the stadium is not at an all-time high, as Calvert Hall will be punting. Be the punter Carter O'Connell. See if he can pin this McDonogh offense a little bit back further. As the punt was going to be blocked, Carter decides to take it himself. And he'll pick up maybe around 10. But that is not the first down. This Calvert Hall defense will come onto the field at around the 13-yard line. Calvert Hall defense doing what they can to try and get a stop here, but being put in very bad position on 13-yard line as they'll run the speed option to the running back. So he'll dance his way around for about a gain of 3. McDonogh draining that clock. as they will go for a pass here, a jump ball fade. And that will be a touchdown. Touchdown number 5 on the day for the Eagles. As the field goal unit comes out onto the field. Field goal kicker seeing much more time than anticipated. And it's good, pushing this lead to 42-0. As this Calvert Hall return team will come onto the field, hoping for some sort of gain of yardage, because, you know, there's 3 aspects to every game of football. There's the offense, the defense, and the special teams. And if neither the offense or the defense is working, maybe the special teams can do something. McDonogh has been squib kicking it recently to number 27, Jake Stewart, the senior running back. Let's see if with the commanding lead, they will decide to kick it deep. For any of those wondering, Calvert Hall right now is under the mercy rule, meaning the clock will continuously run. Clock is currently ticking 8 minutes. Back deep to return is Chris Hewitt and number 7, Gabe Lavroni. They do go with the squib kick. It gets back to Lavroni. Cuts it up the inside. Makes something shake with that speed. And he's off to the races. As I said, special teams might do something. And Lavroni will reach the end zone. Touchdown, Calvert Hall, a bright spot in this very dark game. Lavroni making up for the mistake earlier on special teams as he puts Calvert Hall's first points on the board. The offense will come onto the field here, I believe. Nope, seems like there's some sort of confusion going on with the Calvert Hall team. Coming into the game at quarterback, number 10, Nick Humph. Not a name I thought I was going to be calling tonight, but Nick does get his first snap here in his senior year. And he throws a dart over the middle to Jackson Gister for the 2-point conversion. Senior to senior connection there. First target to Gister all night. First throw by Humph all night. As the game will now be 42-8, meaning that mercy rule is no longer in effect. The clock will stop with 5 minutes and 36 seconds left on the clock. Now, folks, I do believe in miracles. But this feels like one of those that might be just a little bit out of reach. Mind you, last year, Calvert Hall did make a comeback against McDonogh, 24-10 with less than 2 minutes on the clock in the fourth quarter. So maybe if they have that comeback squared, there might be a little something that we can do. Coming out for the kickoff, number 34, Ryan Zakrowski. Zakrowski getting only his second kickoff of the day. First one he booted into the end zone. See if he can do it again. And it'll be a shorter kick here. Tries to bounce it back towards Calvert Hall, but it is recovered. It will be McDonogh football at around the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the McDonogh Eagles at the 34-yard line. So they drop back for another screen. They've been working all night. Great blocking there. It'll be a gain of around 4. Gain of 4. Coming into the game at D-tackle, Stephen Ludwig. And coming into the game at cornerback, number 29, Aiden Kammer. They'll hand the ball off here. That'll be a tackle there by Jalen Mills. Earlier, Jalen had a sack in this game. It was a big momentum shifter at the time. Looking back at it now, though, can't say it was a momentum shifter for the entire game. So it'll be a 3rd and 4 here for the McDonogh Eagles. I'd assume that they'd put the ball on the ground. No, they don't. They air it out. Pass will be incomplete. Coverage on the play there by number 28, Amir Shaw, the DB. Well, the McDonogh receiver did end up coming down with the ball. He was just out of bounds, which will force a 4th and 4, putting this Calvert Hall special teams back onto the field. Back at punt returner, number 30, Harrison O'Connell, the sophomore. Harrison got some touches earlier this game. So we'll punt it back deep. Another soaring punt here. Terry will call for the fair catch out around the 25-yard line, and this Calvert Hall offense will come back onto the field. Game clock at 4 minutes and 32 seconds here. As on to the game at quarterback again will be senior Nick Humph. In the backfield, number 27, Jake Stewart. The senior duo, as they throw a screen pass, that is swatted down, nearly picked. Great read there by the McDonogh D end. And it will be 2nd and 10. Scary situation there. Nick Humph's second pass nearly being intercepted. On the field at center, number 60, Benjamin Freitag. Freitag, the 2-year varsity player. That'd be a good run there of about 4 yards. Run there by number 27. Oh, excuse me. I believe run there by number 24, Kavon Mitchell. Kavon getting his first touch of the game. Made it a good one. Fought for some yards, danced around. It'll be 3rd and 8. Humph will drop back, avoids the sack, airs it out. That pass will be broken up. Initially intended for receiver number 13, Dane Grunder, his first target of the night. And this Calvert Hall punt team, who has seen the field one too many times, will return back onto the field. This is a 4th and 8. O'Connell will punt it. So we'll take a not so favorably bounce for Calvert Hall. And that ball will be down at around the 46 yard. This McDonogh offense will once again take the field. Number 9, Braden Palazzo will come back into the game at quarterback. I would assume that he would come off the field in such a commanding lead, but they keep him on as they will run the ball here once again for a gain of about 4, making a 2nd and 6 here. This McDonogh offense doing everything they can to milk this clock. And their run game has been dominant. Although most of their points coming through the air, this run game has been pushing Calvert Hall's defense further back. And usually Calvert Hall's defense has been great when coming to stop the run. The McDonogh O-line front just a bit too big. It'll be a 2nd and 6. Hand the ball off in an outside zone. And he'll scamper his way for a good 3 yards, creating a 3rd and 3. In the game at cornerback, number 25, Noah Corral. milking that clock as much as they can. The refs here spot the ball at around a. Still waiting on the spot. As it'll be a 4th and 1, more like a 4th and inches scenario here. I'd imagine McDonogh would go with the old Philly brotherly shove, or they'll just go back to the regular run, which has gotten them many yards this game. So they will go into a single back formation, hand the ball off, and it seems like this Calvert Hall defense might have come up with a stop. Which they did. This Calvert Hall offense will come back onto the game, come back onto the field with 1 minute and 37 seconds left. Back onto the field at quarterback, number 10, Nick Humph. And number 24, Kavon Mitchell. Humph will air it out. Be an incomplete pass, forcing a 2nd and 10. That pass was thrown again, I believe, in the direction of Dane Grunder, number 13. Grunder originally starting his career at Calvert Hall as a quarterback, transitioning over to wide receiver in his final senior year. Grunder having a few touchdowns in his campaign. So it will be a 2nd and 10. Humph will drop back once again, air it out. It'll be a great catch on the sideline there. Once again towards Dane Grunder. This quarterback-to-quarterback relationship has blossomed over the years. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me, those targets going to number 19, Aiden O'Connell. Humph will drop back. Evades a tackle. Throws it out wide. And he'll throw a dart down the field. Great completion there. Great improvisation there by Nick Humph. Great catch there. So it'll force a 1st and 10. And Calvert Hall will take a timeout. Game clock with 1 minute and 12 left. Be a 1st and 10 for Calvert Hall at around the 20-yard line. Humph will drop back, going through his progressions. As Grunder makes a great catch after taking a huge hit. Humph throwing a dart over the middle. Time on the clock winding down, under 50 seconds. So he'll throw a jump ball in the corner. And they'll come down with it. Touchdown, Hall. On the reception there, number 18, Michael Bell, the voice of Calvert Hall, coming down with a touchdown. Another great pass there by Nick Humph. As the score will now go to 14-42. 2-pointer coming in. Humph will drop back. And it'll be an incomplete pass, but there will be a roughing the passer penalty. Bit of a late hit there by Humph. Mike Bell earlier in the season coming down with a collarbone injury. Coming back into the game last week, making his first appearance, and then now having his first touchdown of his senior year. A special moment there on senior night to get your first touchdown of your senior year. Similar experience probably for Nick Humph, as he's the one who threw the touchdown. His first start in his varsity campaign as a Calvert Hall Cardinal. As Humph will try to run the ball into the end zone off the read option. They say he came up short. Seems that we have a man down on the field. First appearance from the training staff tonight, and not what you want to see here late in the fourth quarter, especially when you have a playoff-bound team. But he gets up, walks off the field under his own power, which is always great to see. The score will remain 42-14. Calvert Hall showing some light at the end of the dark tunnel here as this game winds down. Time on the field, 41 seconds left on this clock. As kicker Ryan Zakrowski will make his third appearance. To all those watching from home, thank you for watching tonight's senior night broadcast. Thank you for tuning in to Calvert Hall football. Next week, the Cardinals will take on Pilati at home. Again, a 7 p.m. game. Oh, excuse me, a 4 p.m. game at home at Kelly Field. So please tune in, whether at home or in the stadium. Watch your Cardinals take on Pilati in their final regular season game. So McDonogh will field the ball at around the 35-yard line. This McDonogh offense will, I assume, kneel the ball out. 39 seconds left on the game clock. This was a hard-fought game on both sides. Calvert Hall showing heart at the end of the game, putting up 2 late touchdowns, although it was not too little too late, as McDonogh will take the win here, 42-14. They will progress in the playoffs, becoming the 4th seed in the MIAA A Conference. Calvert Hall will play Pilati in their final regular season game, and then play the Classic Turkey Bowl on Thanksgiving Day. Thank you so much for all your support. I'm David Soden. This has been the Calvert Hall Football Varsity Broadcast. Thank you for tuning in, and have a good night.